All right. Welcome back to the sign. Picking up right where we left off, we are trying to identify the disembodied voices in the some kind of audio file. And if you don't know or you can't remember how we got to this point, top right corner of this video has a link to the previous video. And if you're new to this video, if this is the first time you're seeing the sign, check out my playlist that way you can see exactly where we started from up to where we are now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hack for 60 bits instantly. See if we can get these disembodied voices. Tongue-tied. Yes, Hans. My favorite robot. Do you think I'm talking too much? What makes you think so? Look, Hans, not at all. Not at all, Hans. My system diagnostics told me that my voice interval was too high. That clearly has to be an incorrect diagnosis. But back to the essentials, I extracted an 8-second audio file from the low frequency range. I forwarded the AAC file to Wolf. Alright, so now Wolf has the file, so we can see this 8-second audio. So is this like the audio from maybe Quentin, maybe? Let's check it out.
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her closest relatives, who later have beaten him to death.
What?
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her closest relatives, who later have beaten him to death.
Huh. Let me listen to that one more time. Let me see. If I'm having a hard time hearing it, I'm sure you guys are having a hard time hearing it. I'll give me one. Let me try to listen to it one more time, see exactly if I understand what they're saying.
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her.
So it said how terribly, something like how terribly she would take revenge on
Her closest relative.
how terribly she would take revenge of her death to the closest gratitude?
Who later have beaten him to death.
Who later have beaten them to death.
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her closest relatives.
How terribly she has taken revenge on her closest something.
Who later have beaten him to death.
Who later have beaten him to death. Something like that. So I think I understood something. I think I heard something like break the curse. I don't think I heard that. Something about beaten to death. I did hear that. She says something like, we'll take revenge. I heard that. Not exactly sure. So she did say something about taking revenge and being beaten to death.
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her closest relatives, who later have beaten him to death.
Something about revenge. I think that's more. I think that's more important than beaten to death. Not bad tongue tie. That's actually in there. I know I had to listen to it like 8 times. I edited the audio file and ran it through speech analysis. Okay. Might be able to get a better idea of what they're saying.
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her closest relatives. Who later have beaten him to death.
Ah, so there you guys have it. That's what was being said.
How terribly she will take revenge for this on her closest relatives, who later have beaten him to death.
Wow, okay. Interesting. Relatives, revenge. Does that mean anything to you? Not me. Look, I have a hunch. I think it's from Romeo and Juliet. This could be from Hamlet. It's a quote from Pulp Fiction. I think it's from the saga of Nibelungs? Not Nibelungs? Is this actually from something? So I know like Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet both have some type of revenge in it. Let's just go with Hamlet and see see where that takes us. I have no idea. I really don't know. Maybe it's not. It might not be from Hamlet. Yeah, Sierra doesn't think so. Whatever. I didn't know. I don't know. I was just trying to pick something because I'm not going to stay quiet. Is it from Romeo and Juliet? A text from the love story from Middle Ages, so it's probably Romeo and Juliet. I was wrong. Oh. I was wrong. Yeah, the love story called Saga of Nibelungs or whatever. Nibelungs. You surely heard of Siegfried and Kriemhild before. Grimhilda. Me in history. Nope, you geek. Read more here. I don't want you to die stupid. Okay, so we have a link here. Let's go ahead and check out this link. Okay. So it's translated as a song of the Nibelungs. It's an epic poem written around 1200 in Middle High Germany. Its anonymous poet was likely from the region of Passau. It's based on an oral tradition of German heretic legend that has some of its origin in historic events and individuals of the 5th and 6th centuries and the spread throughout almost all of Germanic-speaking Europe. Parallels to German poem from Scandinavian are found especially in heretic lays of the poetic Edda and in the Volsunga saga. Interesting. I'm not going to read all of it because I can't even pronounce half the words. Let's go ahead and get right back into the sign. So Wolf, it seems. Oh, we remember this picture. It's this girl. It seems you were right. Take a look at the bottom of the screen from our ghost video. Oh, not that. This one. Oh, the script on the bottom of the screen. Okay. It's the exact symbol from that Nibelung saga right there. So I don't know what any of that says. If anyone from Germany is watching this right now and wants to put this in the comments, let me know what this says. I would be greatly appreciative. The only problem is I have no clue what the message is hidden behind it. We'll find that out. Sounds like a waste of time to me. Does anyone have any ideas? Look, does anybody have any ideas? Because, I mean, we're going to find out. I don't know. But I don't think it's a waste of time because obviously it's part of... Oh, I don't want to ask the jam professor. Like, screw him. I don't want him involved at all. You know my opinion concerning ghosts, however, I would interpret this as follows. The Saga of Nibelungs is a poem of lament and deals with revenge as a fundamental element. I try to summarize the most important aspect. After Siegfried was murdered by Tronj, his widow, Kriemhild, knew only one goal, revenge. She wants to attract friends with the inherited Nibelung treasure and then take revenge on the murderer. Therefore, it's likely the creator of the video wants to bring attention to the theme of revenge and murder. Which kind of tells me that maybe fonts has something to do with this, and the revenge and murder is trying to get to fonts, maybe? Or trying to expose fonts for something that he did? And maybe it's Professor Kruger that's doing all this to hopefully expose fonts? I don't know. Still super sus on Professor Kruger, though. Revenge and murder, what can I say? Thanks a lot, Professor. Sounds plausible to me. Sounds about right. Let me summarize for the normal thinking among us. There's a photo of Fonz hidden in the video so we can get in contact with him. From him, we learned that spirits have a motive for their visitation. Now we find that Nibelung's thingy, which stands for revenge on a murder. Reason enough for me to look for more messages. I agree. And I think Fonz definitely has something to do with all of it. Cedrik. Tongue-tied, you got a moment? Of course I do, Cedrik. What's up? Probably having a hard time dealing with what happened to Quentin, I'm guessing. Now as we're all facing death more or less, I'm thinking about lots of things. And how should I say, I've been misbehaving a couple times lately. A couple? More like a lot. And sight is the first step on a road to recovery. Say nothing. You don't you don't say. Absolutely. So yeah, we'll go down the middle of the road with that one. If he's trying to apologize, I'm gonna let him. If I only think about how I behaved towards Gabriela just before she... Anyways, sorry for that, tongue-tied. Apology accepted. It's all good. Yep. Yep. That was stupid. Nothing to do about it anymore. Look, I guess apology accepted. Even if it was a weak-ass apology, Cedrik. Thanks, tongue-tied. Yeah, you're welcome. There's something else. Haven't talked to anyone about it yet. My last term paper dealt with the topic dissection in anatomy. Did you know that in the Middle Ages, the church strictly rejected the dissection of corpse? At that time, it was believed the dissection would lead the soul to remain restless until eternity. I did not know that. But why are you telling me this? Maybe the idea is absurd, but everyone in our group chat attended the last dissection course. And here it comes. I've been doing research at the university. It was definitely a female's arm that we were that was dissected. I could have told you that. You don't think? So what? Unbelievable. Say nothing. So, what, you think that no, there's no way that just because it was a woman's arm that we were dissecting, that it was the woman who was murdered in the video, like the ghost girl's arm. Like, there's no way. I think that's too, out of everything that's going on, I think that's too far-fetched. We're being haunted by this ghost. All these crazy things are happening to our phones and in our surroundings. But what you're saying right now, Cedrik, is far-fetched. Let's see what he says, though. Like, so what? Like, I think he thinks that the ghost girl's arm is the one that we were dissecting. The body was brought to the university morgue exactly one day before Gabriela got the call. Only the connection to Gabriela is missing in my theory, for she was the only one who had no contact with the corpse. Look, Cedrik, I think you're on the wrong track. I don't think that's, I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's, like I said, too far-fetched. I know this is all still a bit fuzzy, which is exactly why I didn't want to post it in the group yet, but let's first hope that Wolf comes across new clues. He's our greatest hope at the moment. I try to get more information about this corpse. You should also tell the others about it. I already told you my opinion on this. Keep me, Cedrik, you do that and you just keep me updated. Because now I'm curious. Now I'm curious as to who that corpse belonged to, It's possible. All right. Norma Zeigler's finally reached back out to us. Oh my goodness, it took you a day and a half. Very good day to you. Hello, Miss Zeigler. Thank God you're getting in touch. Finally, it's about time, Zeigler. Hello, Miss Zeigler. the former best-selling author. Her greatest success was the unveiling biography, Henry Font's A Witty Phony. Excuse me, I dozed off on the sofa yesterday. It was the fault of my two friends. And a little bit of Alke. Even more. Her two friends. I'm not sure what kind of... Oh, Tahitian twins. Oh, that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm not sure what those drinks are called, but they're the Tahitian twins. Mai and Tai. Mai Tais. No problem. Glad to hear from you. But apart from that, you're fine. I would like to meet them too. I would love to meet the twins. No problem, Zeigler. I'm glad to hear from you. I have questions. With pleasure. I'm in the mood anyway. Oh. You're in the mood for what, Zeigler? Just enjoying a whiskey for lunch? Whiskey for lunch? Interesting. So she's a drinker, is she? Just call me Norma. By the way, what can I do for you? Look, Norma. Take a look at this. Tell me what you think. And while you're looking at that, let's check out your pictures again. So if you forget what Norma looks like, this is Norma. Norma Zeigler. Best-selling author. Wrote that book, Henry Font's A Witty Phony. Jam Witty Phony. What's it? She's holding a turkey. Holding a jam turkey. I'd like to know what you think of it. I urgently need your help. It's a matter of life and death. Could you please answer a few questions about Henry Font's? Urgently need your help. It's a matter of life or death. I don't want to scare her away. I don't think I want to scare her away. But I guess I have a few questions about Henry Font's. Well, my dear old friend Fonts is trying it again, and apparently he still finds people and can scare, or people he can scare. You don't believe that this nutcase is what this nutcase is saying to you? No, but he's actually the only clue we have. I really don't know what to believe anymore. Starting to look, I don't know what to believe anymore, Norma. I have no idea. There's so much stuff happening that you have no idea about, and I just don't know what to believe. Two of my friends already died after watching this video. According to Fonts, a dead girl is after us. And it looks as if he's telling the truth. My condolences, but don't let Fonts fool you. I think Fonts had something to do with the dead girl. Maybe. I think Fonts had something to do with the dead girl. No, but mate, what? How long ago was that again? 1950 or something like that? So Fonts could have had something to do with the dead girl. Maybe there was some type of relation with the ghost girl and Professor Kruger. And then Kruger is doing all of this. But why would Kruger be doing all this and essentially killing his students? That's what I don't understand. Besides, I kind of missed. I have to admit, however, the author within me is getting curious. Besides, I kind of miss getting in Henry's way. Let's start at the beginning. So, you found me through my book. Yes, it was easy to get a hold of. Sold out everywhere. It wasn't easy to get a hold of. Sold out anywhere. Right? Your book was mentioned in a newspaper article about Fonts. Exactly. You've caused quite a stir with your book. So we did find it in a paper article about Fonts. But it definitely wasn't well, it wasn't hard to get, but it definitely wasn't easy to get because it was sold out all over the place. Well, good old Fonts was not pleased at the time, neither about my limited edition. I still got 3 particularly beautiful editions lying around. Oh, look at that. Can we get one of them editions, Norma? Don't they look wonderful? Yes. I guess. Even if it costs my publisher a lot of money to get Fonts to take a photo for the cover. So Fonts willingly had that picture taken for the cover of her book. That's interesting. Why would Fonts be willing to do that? It's so ridiculous. I guess you two won't become friends anymore. Then he really needed that money. Now you're being a little mean. So I get maybe he did. Maybe he did need the money. Maybe he was on rough times, needed that money, so he was willing to take that picture for the book. Needs, not needed. The poor guy. Poking a little fun at Fonts. Now, is he a poor guy because of you, Norma? Or was he already on his way there? But now tell me, my dear, how and why should I help you? What do you mean, why? I got Mai Tais. I can supply you with Mai Tais, Norma. If you help me, I'll make you Mai Tais. There's a photo of Fonts as a child in a disturbing video. Oh, I thought we were getting ready to send her the video. That is definitely Fonts as a child. We need you to find out what Fonts has to do with it. Maybe he knows the motive of that dead girl. I have to say, a thrilling story. Know what? I'm in. Just to prove what an ignorant scammer Fonts is, and that there's no such thing than vengeful and murderous ghost women. Did you know the spirit comes from Latin and means liquor? She enjoys her she enjoys her spirits, doesn't she? Enjoys her liquors. But did you know that spirit comes from Latin and means liquor? I didn't know it did that, but every time you go to like a it's always like a wine, spirits, and liquor store. They always say spirits on there, so I guess it makes sense. You seem to know a great deal about it, Norma. I felt like that comic had a little bit of shade to it, but the relationship improved regardless. But don't mince your words. I like it. What do we do next? Well, I'd like to add you to our group chat if that's okay with you. Just don't talk too much with Professor Kruger. I don't like him. I don't want him persuading you to not help us or, Elke. Sure, we'll be a piece of cake to convince you all. I fill up my glass and wait for your invitation. Elke, my goodness, how terrible tongue-tied. Hello, Miss Smith, what's going on? Lost your glasses again. What's going on, Miss Schmidt? I wrote with Cedrik, and he told me about Quentin. My sincerest condolences. I wish I could help. Is there anything I can do? You could try to find out whether there have been cases similar to ours. I have a photo of the inside of the book. Maybe you can find out which one it is. You could find out if dissecting corpses can incur the wrath of a deceased person. Not at the moment. No. We need her to do something. But maybe we have a photo of the inside of the book. Maybe she can find out which one it is. I think that'll be good, because that's something that Gabriela had and something that she was kind of up on, right? So it was like the most recent clue or the most promising clue that Gabriela gave us. So maybe Elke can find it or find out what it is. Nothing easier than that. I'll start right away. Your friend told me about your group chat in which you're trying to get to the bottom of things. Do you think it might be possible for me to join? I'll do my best to help. Promise. Of course. Fortunately, I cannot decide this alone. Okay, I'll add you. Look, I'm gonna add you. I think that'd be a great idea. Just don't talk to Professor Kruger. I don't like him. I don't want him persuading you to do something or not to do something. Just don't talk to Kruger. That's all. That's all that I ask. So 280-888. And we need to add Norma as well. Okay. That was fast. Hello? Am I already in? Yes, yes, Elke, you are. Did he really just do that? So brilliant, tongue-tied. What? It's a good idea. Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here. What? Did I do something wrong? No, they're just being a bunch of dicks right now. They don't understand. It's good that you're here. You can help us. No, Miss Schmidt, not at all. I really just want to help. And we want you to help as well. She's going to help us. Okay, guys, and while we're at it, I have another guest to invite. Norma. Perfect. The more the merrier. Hopefully Elke and Norma don't end up getting like, what the hell is this? Why is Norma sending this? I don't even know which one that is. That Dipsy Dot or what? Jesus, welcome to the group, Miss Zeigler. Sorry you had to wait. Hello, look, welcome to the group, Miss Zeigler. So, the group should be okay with Norma joining because, I mean, we all have questions. But they should be okay with Elke too because Elke's going to help us. Norma will hopefully be able to help us as well. You are the best-selling author, right? How exciting. Wolf updated his status. Let's find Wolf. See what his status was updated to. Step 1, check. Step 2, crack. Step 3, hack. Just my daily routine. Okay. Check, crack, hack, daily routine. Thank you for trying to help us, Miss Zeigler. Hello, Zeigler. Hello. Hi, it's getting crowded here. Oh, Professor Kruger. Don't talk to Kruger. Hello, my name is Kruger. I teach internal medicine at the university. Also, many thanks from my side, Ms. Zeigler. Your spontaneous support is appreciated. It's a pleasure. Look at that, a professor and even a hacker on board. The devil told you that. Not quite. The funny quote in your profile suggests that. Right, so the quote that he just had in there, his status. You're right with your assumptions. Wolf helped us get your contact details. No wonder you like that quote. Say nothing. Look. Wolf helped us get your contact details. Hopefully you're not upset. Bad wolf and the 7 young goats. I like Norma's personality. She's kind of funny. Which brings us back to the fairy tale fonts told you. The wishing table. It's really serious. Should we introduce ourselves briefly? FYI, I already informed Miss Zeigler about everything. Where shall we begin? If you don't mind, I briefly summarize your horror story. 2 deaths, an alleged ghost girl, the I'll be dead in 7 days video, And last but not least, your theory based on a photo and the video, which lets you draw the conclusion good old Fonts knows the ghost girl's motive. Exactly. Or you might be responsible for their thirsts for revenge. First of all, respect to all of you for your strong imagination. Maybe you should rename this group Cloud Cuckoo Land. All right, Norma. I guess Norma and freaking Kruger are going to be hand in hand on this one. Miss Zeigler is a real comedian. We'll be laughing later, Miss Zeigler. We're not laughing now. Look, 2 people have already died, Zeigler. What the hell? Thought you Jam wanted to help. I'm sorry, I just find it entertaining what kind of chaos Fonts is creating once again, but I am fully available for your questions concerning this idiot. Okay, then let's get to the point. In your opinion, is Fonts capable of killing someone? Apparently not. Fonts, a murderer. The old drunk may be cranky, but definitely not a killer. How can you be so sure? You're normally pulling him to pieces. True, our relationship, to say the least, is not the best. But I know him well enough to know that he does not harm a soul. But why don't we just ask Fonts himself? Personally, I'm already looking forward to his witty arguments. Unfortunately, he has no interest in helping us. Sure. First he frightens everyone, and then he backs out. I'm going to call him. I'm in the right mood right now. I'm in the right mood right now. Give me 10 minutes. Interesting. Hannah. Little sis Hannah. Mom just told her about Quentin. Why didn't you tell me? So awful. First Gabriela and now Quentin. This can't be coincidence. Do you actually believe it was an accident in the pool? At least the police do. He had quite a lot of alcohol in his blood. I honestly don't know what to believe. Not sure there's something wrong with that story. Look, I don't honestly know what to believe, Hannah. I hope they soon find out the truth, and above all, that they finally catch Gabriela's murderer. I'm so sorry. You knew both of them so well. If you guys don't remember what Hannah, this is Hannah right here. This is our sister. Our sister Hannah. She's going to school and she's sharing a flat with her flatmate. When we first met Hannah, we did not know that Hannah was our sister, to say the least. We found out pretty quickly, though. All right. It must be terrible for parents losing both of their children. I don't even want to imagine that. One can only hope this will never happen to any of us. Pretty hard to deal with. Let's talk about something else. Say nothing. But I think it's pretty hard to deal with. You know, somebody who else we haven't talked to lately? We haven't talked to, shoot, what's her name? The exchange student. Nora. We haven't talked to Nora in a while. Wonder what she's doing. Sure you don't want to come to mom and dad's. A little distraction will do you good. I don't think that's a good idea right now. I'm kind of in the middle of not dying. I know you mean well, but I'd rather be by myself. I already told you I don't want to. Tell them I said hi. Look, I think I'd just rather be by myself. It's just one of those things, Hannah. Don't let's get you down tongue-tied. before I get going, I have to tell you something. Told you about the girl I'm sharing the flat with, didn't I? Yeah, you did. You kind of. You said she's kind of strange. Yeah, I remember. What about her? Yeah, you said that she was kind of strange. Weren't too sure about her. It was a mistake to share the apartment with her. She seemed nice for a start. But what she's doing right now really is psycho terror. She's yelling around without any reason, slams doors, locks herself in her room, and I often hear her cry at night. Do you try to talk to her? She's a nutcase. Maybe there's a reason? You try talking to her? Like, I mean, maybe there's a reason, but you try talking to her, Hannah? Like, why is she doing all that? That doesn't sound normal. It doesn't sound like everyday behavior. I did, and she said something about this big secret she couldn't tell me because she wants to protect me. And she's even been sniffing around on my laptop. Oh, she saw the video, Hannah. Oh, don't let her show you the video. Don't know what to say. Did you know her before you moved in? Sounds like a bad movie. Weird. I think the answer is going to be no. Whatever you do, Hannah, don't watch a movie. Don't let her send you a movie, and don't inquire about it. Just look. I don't know how many days your flatmate has left, but she won't be a bother to you for very long. I promise you. You just let the time run out on that one. I'm just checking if I can still get out of the lease, but please don't tell mom or dad. You know what they're like. Speaking of dad, he already asks where I am. Gotta go. Talk to you later, brother. No. So there we go, guys. We're gonna stop here, and in the next video, we're gonna pick up with Henry Fonts. And as you can see, just in the little pretext here, how dare you turn this? I'm guessing nutcase. How dare you turn this nutcase against me? I don't know. But we're going to pick up with Henry Fonts when we come back. Hope you guys are enjoying the sign. If you are, hit a like button. Leave me a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and join the Tethered and this amazing tongue-tied community. And let's get tongue-tied together. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.